Watch your step while exiting at Chicago Union Station.
Alright, we're gonna make this quick. We get to work, we get our 8 hours done, we get out of there. Alright, music is up. We need to get in the mood. Yeah, you guys might hear a little bit of the music. Not too many people in the Great Hall today. Alright, let's get the lights on.
Going up. Doors closing.
Helmet down. That way you guys don't get all of the music I'm blasting in my ear. Not really blasting, but if you guys were to hear it, it would sound blasting. Alright, we always got the... Let's get going. Yes, to Tuesday. We made it to work. So we go in here, give them their 8 hours, and then we bounce. We got to be careful going around this truck. All right, I'll see you guys in 8 hours. All right, so we will not be back tomorrow. We have gotten everything done that we needed to do. So we're pretty excited. We'll be working from home tomorrow. So there won't be content for downtown Chicago. I've gotten some requests to go on some, I guess some trails in downtown Chicago, which I'm down to do. I'm totally down to do that, but hopefully that person learned, because I see a lot of people do that where they'll blow a whole entire stop sign just to do, you know, just to, like, they'll blow straight through it. Okay. Zip through. It's always one. So someone asked for an update on what's going on with the Apollo Go, so I will give that to you guys. Right now, Apollo is out of the rear motor for the Go. And I signed up for notification when it's back, so I will have that notification. But for right now, we don't know when that's going to happen. I don't know if it's a tariff-based thing or if it's something just going on that they're with their stock. But I know it was in stock before Memorial Day. And then I went back on Memorial Day to go purchase it, and there was nothing. So it's like, oh, okay, got you. So, yes, we are still on the go. Nothing has changed except for we found out about the rear motor. I'm not sure what's happening here, but try not to get hit, but one of the good things of having a very small and nimble scooter is you can do things like that. We have to be careful how much swaying we do because ultimately what happens with our rear tire, you know, if something happens with our rear tire, we need to be able to react quickly. And yes, I know, before I hear it from all of the people, that's dangerous, you shouldn't do that. I get it. I'm also old enough to know. So thank you for the concern, I appreciate it, but it's a change that I can decide to do. It's a risk that I can decide to take. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of when we're doing these, 10, 15 mile an hour rides. I never like that. But it's what we have to do. Now, if we were on Zeus, yeah. Zeus can keep up with the traffic out there, so this is fast, but not nearly as fast as my Bunk Rider Pro. Nowhere near it. But it's not designed for that. This is designed to be nimble and small, get you in places where you gotta go. And I mean, it works. Ultimately, for what it does, it works just fine. We always give it a chance to work. Most of the time it doesn't, because people break it when they're coming here. But we always give it a chance to work. All right, let's get these lights up.
Going down. Doors closing.
I just realized I put my spoon from work actually in my pocket.
Doors
Oh, that's
closing.
funny.
Going up.
Attention Heritage Corridor passengers, your 450 departure to Joliet is boarding on track number 30. Heritage Corridor, your 450 departure to Joliet is boarding on track number 30.
Have you seen it 20 times and make it
Dude, it's that when she takes the fuck out. Whatever you do, don't give him a first time.
I like your helmet.
Thank you. No, he's not supposed to do that. Alright, I'll see you guys when we get to National Street.
Now approaching National Street. Watch your step while exiting at National Street.
Alright, see you next time.
See you next time.
Alright, so because of where he pulled up, we're gonna have to wait. It's a shorter train, I guess, but so what that means is we won't make it. We won't make it where we normally would. So we'll have to deal with that. We won't be able to cross the street like we normally would. So we're gonna have to deal with the sidewalk, and this sidewalk always tends to have people. So we'll do the best we can. So everything happens for a reason, so maybe there's a reason I don't need to be on that side of the street today. I keep feeling my pocket trying to figure out what this thing is. I still have that spoon in my pocket. Alright, you guys, we almost made it to the house. So, as always, thank you for chilling out with me. And tomorrow will be a different route. So, we'll have a little bit of chat on that route tomorrow. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I'll see you later. Alright, most of you guys have never seen the ducks. That is Shadow and his two ladies. And of course, you know the chickens this morning. We are on the Apollo Go, rolling out. We've got about 10 minutes or so before the train arrives. But the good thing about all of this, it was a great weekend. So, in the United States, we just finished up Memorial Day weekend, or Memorial Day, which was yesterday. And so for most people, we were off from work yesterday. So that's the, I don't want to say interesting thing, but that is what yesterday was. It was actually a beautiful day too, so I hope you had a good weekend. And we're going to go and get most of today finished quickly, or at least anticipating getting finished quickly. I know what I didn't start. Normally I start my Strava app. I did not this morning, so we're just gonna have to make it work. Well, let's see, we did get notification that Angel, I don't know if I posted that video yet by the time you watch this, but Angel, the other guy that we take a scooter ride with in the morning, he decided he went out rolling and ended up hurting himself. He fell. He said a Tesla fell or somehow ran in front of him or something and stopped, and when it stopped, it unfortunately when it stopped, he ended up crashing. So I don't know. I talked to him. That was right before the holiday. He texted me, so I don't know how he's doing. Because that was the day of the injury. He might not be well, but we don't know yet. All right, I'll see you guys when we make it to Union Station.